actually showing up on YouTube because I just tried to go live through YouTube and it never showed up. So I don't know what it's doing. Oh, I'm still not live yet. So lag is real. Oh, bugger! No more tissues. I got a handkerchief. Who is doing what underneath me? My cats are going nuts. They've slept all day and now they're going bonkers. You'll have to forgive me that I am having dinner with you, sort of, because I have scouts tonight. Why is it not? Why am I not still showing up? You know what? I'm going to close that page. And then I'm going to reopen YouTube and see what's going on if that then gets me there. YouTube. Go to view my channel. There I am. Well, there's a picture of roses anyway. There we go. Hello, Nora. Somehow I knew you'd be here. Hi, darling. I am still recovering from a bad cold. Part of Mike's job is working with kids up in Norristown, so it's in an inner city. They gave him something, and now he gave it to me. I've had it for a week. It hit me Thursday. I slept all through last week. I slept all through Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, most of Friday, slept through most of Sunday. So yeah, I've got a head cold. At least now it's all just in my head. Has not gotten any further. So we're having dinner together. I am having the unique dinner of sauteed vegetables. There are, what did I throw in there? There's a shallot, there's broccoli, there's zucchini, and there's carrots. And then there's white rice. Now, the vegetables were from one meal. That was last night, and that's all that's left from last night's meal was some vegetables, because I made more vegetables than the recipe thing called for. The rice is from the night before, and the chicken with cream sauce, which was really good, is from the night before. So I have it all mixed together now. I just said, put it all in one pan in thirds and let it all heat up. So that's my dinner. So for those of you having dinner right now, what are you guys having for dinner tonight? I don't usually eat in front of you guys, and I apologize if any of you find this rude, but I am on such a time crunch. I have to leave here by 6:30 to get to Scouts because I have the keys tonight. Well, by 6:40. That's what my alarm is set for. And then that way I can get there before everybody unlock the building. Mike is working tonight. So I thought, well, I'm going to take his desk and I'm going to quick go online. Now, I tried to go online through YouTube. And it says I was live on my phone, but nothing was showing up on my channel. So I switched and went back to StreamYard, and we'll do it this way. If any of you have been noticing in my eBay store, I didn't get those postcards listed yet. I did get photographs taken, but I didn't get the postcards yet because I had been sick. So I don't have them done yet, but they all have photographs in my phone. So I will hopefully be getting them up. I will be live tomorrow night, and it's probably just going to be a chat. because I feel so much further behind. But I needed to get rid of this cold, and it kept trying to drop into my lungs, which was not at all helpful. I just took the what is it? I'm on 24-hour allergy meds, but I'm also on severe congestion meds, mucus relief. So hopefully I'll be able to breathe at Scouts tonight, because that kind of helps. There's not much going on tonight, but I have kids coming, should be coming in with stuff. So, so with any luck, I just got an email that our senior patrol leader will not be there to run the meeting. So hopefully he's studying for the PSATs. So he's got them tomorrow morning. So he needs to have a chance to take care of what he's got to take care of. You know, that's the one thing when you're dealing with kids who are seniors, you know, they need to have a chance to take care of what they have to take care of. And we always try to tell our scouts is that you need to do what you know you need to do first before you can just go do what you want to do. And it's not always easy, even as an adult. It is not always easy to do that. Don't you do that. Don't you dare. No, no, no. You are not clawing my Scout's uniform. Yeah, walk away. Good boy. My uniform shirt is laying over there, but part of it's hanging down. And somebody was going to see if they could pull it onto the ground so that they could lay on it. I'm not having that. That's just not okay. So, Nora, you're here. How have you been? Since I haven't seen anybody in over a week. They're all after my dinner. They're not. You're little beggars. You just don't want the dry food that you have for dinner. Oh, it makes it a challenge. When Mike and I worked with the general public, we did not get sick like this. But now that he's working with kids, and like, you know, when we see our scouts like once a week for the most part, maybe a thing on the weekend, but I don't tend to get sick from them. But that being said, with fix this, with you're not doing too much lately? Okay. And at least you're healthy, right? Or at least not with a cold. But with him working with the after school program, he's up there 3 times a week. Some weeks he's up there all week in the late afternoon, and he's brought home more colds and sniffles and head colds than we've ever had just dealing with being around kids once in a week. And unfortunately, he gets them and they might last like 3 days. This one for him, because he's got such a good immune system, it lasted about 4 days. But then as he was finishing up, it hit me. And they always hit me harder because I don't have as good an immune system. Who is behind me? Elrond, don't you do it. He's sniffing my shirt. I gotta watch these guys. I think they want to just try to implant the scent on that shirt. And I try not to let them touch my uniform shirt because I don't know what kids might be allergic to cats. because we used to have an assistant scoutmaster that was very allergic, and I couldn't get anywhere near him if I had picked up a cat or anything, and then gone to scouts. But anyway, we just seem to get hit a lot more often. I'm not surprised though, too. We've also had a lot of rain, so it's allergy overload time for me. Now that the spring is here and we get warm weather, though, it dries everything out faster. That should be lessening. There shouldn't be as many problems with that. So that should be good. Oh, okay. Another email popped up. Another assistant scoutmaster can't be there tonight. Well, this is going to be just so fun. It's going to turn into a heck of a night. We're going to be down by quite a few. And I'm working on advancement. Still, we have some kids that we made the decision. We usually have advancement. We usually have board reviews 2 times a year and the Court of Honor. And that usually works out fine. We have made exceptions when there's a kid who's, getting close to aging out or wouldn't have enough time to get to Eagle if we didn't do the board review right away. We take care of that. But we have a high adventure trip, and you need to be first class to be on that trip. And we have 4 kids, who just missed. Every one of them advanced a rank. Okay, they all did advance 1 or 2 ranks. One of them advanced 2 ranks. But they were one of them missed 6 requirements for first class. 1 missed 5. The other 2 had just 4. So they were so close. They just ran out of time to get their advancement done in time for the Court of Honor. So we are going to go ahead and have another board review at the family picnic at the end of this month. But if they don't, this is their only chance. If they don't get it done, they're going to have to wait until the fall. And then I don't know what they're going to do about the high adventure trip, because you have to be first class to go on it. So we'll see what happens. They're all gung-ho to be having this extra month. They're thrilled. So we'll see. It should be okay. They're conscientious kids, too. I mean, they really are conscientious kids. It's just that he can only do so much, especially with one of the kids. He's one of the younger ones. He's not in the high school yet. And yet he's in the high school jazz band, because he's that good at whatever instrument it is he does. So he plays with the jazz band already, but this is his last year in the junior high, but he's playing with the high school band. So it makes it so busy for him. He just couldn't juggle everything, and that made it difficult. He's trying and he's learning, but another one just got his black belt, and in getting ready for the test for that, he decided to try to go after that and try to go after getting his rank. And he got the 1 rank, but he missed a little bit on the other one. So we're going to give him another chance too. And the one kid, once we found out what he'd actually done, he hadn't been telling us what service time he'd been doing. Yet, you stand in front of these kids and you say, if you're doing service time at your church or your school, you have to let us know. He never said a word. So here we thought he was missing all his service time, and he wasn't. So that took care of that requirement. And then it also took off his needing so many activities requirement, because some of them counted for both. It's like, and his parents got really mad at me, and I'm like, no, your kid has to be responsible. And it's always a hard lesson for them to learn, that they have to be responsible for their advancement. Not you, not me. I will tell them what they need to do, but if they don't do it, they need to learn. Well, the parents are none too thrilled with that concept, but that's what it is. And so we'll see if the young man brings in what he was emailed to do. I like the kid, but the guy is kind of shy. I mean, he's young and he's really kind of shy. He's another one that's not in the high school yet. He's still in the junior high. So, excuse me, I'm gonna take another bite. So, my plan is to be live tomorrow night. I don't know for how long. It depends on what answer I get to some phone calls tomorrow, because I still have not found a surgeon for the hernia. But I had two that told me they're not taking new patients right now. This thing is, has to be looked at. Yet the funny part is they all agreed that, well, yeah, it does sound like you really need to get that looked at right away, but you're not taking new patients. So I have two more to call tomorrow morning, because both of them said that the doctor each wanted to talk to me. The funny part is they're both at the same hospital. I'll bet you they're both in the same department. So I'm going to tell each one that I'm talking to the other one, and whoever can get in to see me first is who I'm going to go to. So we'll hopefully get that. But if they can get me in Friday morning, then it's going to be a real short live Thursday night. I want to finish my tea too. So, but that's the gist of what's been going on. It's been a little chaotic. Mostly just because my nose is running again. The kids are going to love hearing me sound like a wild goose. So I don't know if it'll just be a chat or it'll be a work with me while I sort through stuff. I don't know. I know I've got bags at my feet that need to get sorted through. And apparently Mike got his foot caught on the one because the bag's all ripped open. He's the one that found the bags. I don't even know what's in them. So I feel so rude eating in front of you, but I'm just out of time. That aside. So forgive me if you feel I'm being rude. I do feel like I'm being rude, but I found one thing. I wondered where it went. I have not, the other pin was not with it. This will go back onto my uniform shirt tonight. This is an Eagle Scout mentor pin. I don't think you can see, there's an eagle right in the center, and this is from George, who I missed his, I was sick and I missed his Eagle Court of Honor, and apparently he gave a speech where he said he was giving me his mentor pin. So it's the first one. It's the first one I've got. Eagle Scouts often don't give out their mentor pin, but the mentor pin is part of the packet they get. There's a pin for the mom, which is the one that should have been with this, the one I have from Michael, because I wear them both on my uniform. And so I would have that on the collar, and then I'd have this one next to it. But most Eagle Scouts don't give away their mentor pin, but they're meant to go to the person who they felt did the most for them in supporting them on their path to Eagle or their path through Eagle, or someone who's been a mentor in their life so far in their life. So it's usually it means something. So I was very touched. So I wear it on my uniform. Michael gave his to the troop. which was a surprise to everybody because he never said anything about it and that he was going to do that. He'd been thinking about it. And it used to be handed down from senior patrol leader to senior patrol leader, but one kid became senior patrol leader, and then we had the lockdown. So then we didn't see him anymore. And I kept emailing and called his mother even and tried to, get that back, but he never gave it back. So we never got the mentor pin from Mike. And there's also a senior patrol leader neckerchief slide that was handed down from scout to scout. So we have to start doing that over again. And they used to embroider. They used to get neckerchiefs that embroidered senior patrol leader on them. And I don't know what's happening with that. I don't know, because we don't have any left, so we would have to buy some or make them, but I don't have an embroidery machine. And I don't know, my skills are so rusty, I don't think I could do that by hand. I think that would be a bit much for me to try to do that by hand. So, hi, Rhonda. I'm just doing a quick hello to everybody before I have to take off for scouts. My alarm's going to go off in about, it's 6:24, and I think my alarm is set for 6:40. So, but I figured I'd just check in, and you see my eyes moving. Yes, I'm doing stuff on the computer because, still trying to, what is that? Okay. Oh, don't tell me another kid's bailing out for the, no, he's just confirming he's going to be there to help with things. Good. Okay, that's a plus. It it gets so strange when, like, one of your kids is out for the meeting and it's the senior patrol leader, and then you're like, well, who is going to be there? I don't know if our current scoutmaster is going to be there, and Mike's not going to be there. But I know we're covered for assistant scoutmasters. It's the senior patrol I worry about. You need to have your senior patrol. It really, they're the ones that are supposed to run anything, and this is basically their board meeting of patrol leaders conference, so that they get everything squared away. And this one will be for the handover of the senior patrol from this year. Will start handing over stuff to this incoming senior patrol for next year. And we still have to have our trip, I forget what there's a term they use for it, but there's one meeting that'll be them picking the trips they do next year. And they have to pick from October to the following September, because we already know what September's trip is going to be, because you need to know ahead of time so that you can get the trip planned and, planned, reservations made, all that fun stuff. So we have that. We have 2 actual meetings, and then we have the troop picnic at the end of the month. So, or 1 actual meeting. But come the end of the month, we had to switch it because the beginning of June is, I think, some Dining Under the Stars, which half the kids that are in band are gonna miss because half our kids are in band. That school district has a band that's often been at Disney. So we had to switch when our picnic was. So I don't know what the last meeting in June is supposed to be. but it'll be whoever's there, and we'll work with whoever shows up. I get to do a history lesson this weekend because we are going to be planting flags at the Crozier Memorial, Chester Crozier Memorial Cemetery, or Chester Rural Cemetery. I don't think it has Crozier's name on it. And it has veterans from both sides of the Civil War in their veterans circle. And we are going to go plant flags for Memorial Day at the end of the month. And we're going to go put American flags on all the veterans' graves as service. And then we're going to do the following weekend, we're doing the same thing at a cemetery in Media. But I'm going to show them around a little bit to some of the monuments that are in the veterans section are incredible. And in that cemetery are the only known World War I deaths that were on American soil. Because in Eddystone, PA, there had been a munitions factory in the early days of the war. And there was evidence of foul play that caused it to explode. The storage room exploded, and then, of course, right next to it is where all the workers were, most of them women and a few children, because, back then didn't necessarily have all the child labor laws. But it exploded, and I think it's 18 people, 18 or 8. I know that's a difference of 10. That's a lot. But they have one mass grave at that cemetery with a monument for them. Oh, there goes the alarm. So the first alarm. So it's 6:30, and I will have to get ready to start going. But they don't know anything about that because you don't ever see it in history books that there were any deaths on American soil. There are also deaths on American soil from World War II, but they aren't on the East Coast. They are on the West Coast. And I think one of them was in the state of Washington, where it was a balloon with a bomb on it. And there were 2 of them that made it all the way over to the West Coast. And then, of course, when people went to see what it was, soon as they touched it or banged on it, the thing exploded. One of them killed 4 people. I don't know what happened with the second one, but I think the one was in the state of Washington that killed 4 people. Stuffed up nonsense. All right, the wallet. So, but yeah, it's it's gonna be a night. Let me grab my shirt, my neckerchief. So, I think I'm gonna do something different. Instead of having it on my collar, oh, there's Velcro underneath there. Okay, so it can't go right there. Oh, it can if I put it up top. I think I'm gonna put it on my pocket flap. And I'm sure some of you have seen the news that Boy Scouts of America is changing their name to Scouting of America. Hello, Warren. They probably would have done that a couple of years ago, except that they were in the middle of a lawsuit with Girl Scouts about using the phrase Girl Scouts. Hello, I'm live for a little bit. So they probably, I think so they left it at Scouting BSA. So now all of our shirts are gonna be wrong, but too bad. These things ain't cheap. So So they'll have to, they right now they have two separate logs. Like they have two separate books, which to me just is odd that they have two separate scouting handbooks. And the only thing difference is the pronouns and um, the covers. Everything inside is the same, but the pronouns and the covers are a little different. Because one is for girls and one is for boys. And that's it. That's the only difference to those two. And, everything else is the same. So we'll see how it all goes. And I'm going to. Oh no, what did I just do? Oh, I just shut the wrong screen down. All right, wait a second here. No, that one needs to close. Yeah, leave site. Yes, leave site. And the Olympics have started, haven't they? Uh-oh. And there's an email from the parent. Oh, joy, oh, right. Well, that can wait.
I'm coming back to pick you up. Or...
No, I have to go with the car.
Okay.
So, let's see here. Now, go to my channel again. There we go. Yeah, the games I think start in July, and then pretty sure I'm going to be at summer camp for a week of them, which annoys me because I'm going to miss them. But we'll see. Oh, yes, thanks. I will need the keys.
You don't feel like pushing the car.
No, I don't feel like pushing the car because that ain't going to happen. Not at all. Matter of fact, where is the TARDIS? Can't go without the TARDIS bag. The heavy monster TARDIS bag. I just realized I forgot to turn that off. If I could get to it. There. I just realized I had the air conditioner running. I hope it wasn't bothering you guys too much. But I have. Okay, so building keys, car keys, house keys are in the kitchen. I hope. I have that. I have that. I have my Scout book. I'm missing a folder. Okay. Which one of the? Oh God. Yeah, this is all the paperwork right now. I don't have all of it filed away yet. Between summer camp and all the advancement we just did, that big pile is all of the paperwork I have. Oh joy. So much paperwork. Come on, get in there. This is actually Michael's. This isn't mine. Mine has a tree on it. There we go. All right. Nope. Nope. This is summer camp, trip menu, activity logs for summer camp. Not that one. This one. Oh, that's the Scoutmaster thing for. There it is. There's the one I need. This has growth sheets. A growth sheet is for every rank in Scouts except Eagle, and they have to fill in the questions and then have a Scoutmaster conference where they go over the questions they put on there. It's a way to check in with kids too, to make sure they're still having a good time, if they're having any problems. What have they learned so far? What was their biggest challenge? All that fun stuff. So yeah, Rhonda, I had said I plan on being there for a live. I don't know how long it'll be, because that depends on the two doctors I have to call in the morning, because I have yet to find a hernia surgeon that is taking new patients. That so far stinks. But if they can get me in Friday morning, I'm going to go for it, and the live will be short. If not, well, we'll work on me sorting stuff and see what we can get to. I have no plans. I figured if I make plans and I don't seem to get online. But this head cold has knocked me, this really knocked me. This is a good day. I at least have a voice. I don't sound like a bass. So earlier I did sound like a bass. So all right, so I have to go. It is 6:39, so that thing is going to have the second alarm go off telling me I need to get in my car. So I will put the handkerchief in that side. I will see you guys Thursday night, and that's the plan. Don't know what we'll be doing, but that's the plan. I will to be live. We'll either be sorting through stuff or packing stuff. I don't know what, but that's the plan, and I will see you then. A little cockeyed here. Why am I a little cockeyed? Huh. It's rolled tighter on one side than the other. How is that possible? Well, that is what it is. All right, guys. I will see you Thursday, tomorrow night, and I will do my best to survive Scouts with my mouth firmly in check. It's not the kids. It's never the kids. But I'll see you then. Bye, everybody.